Highway to Hell solo. Here we go, guys. So we start off with the Chuck Berry-esque lick, and which is just three notes cycled, and we start off with a bend of the third string in the A minor pentatonic position, third finger, third string, 7th fret, supporting the bend with the middle finger, and we're also going to play the second string at the same time to give us a unison bend. And that's our first note, that bend of the two strings together, or the playing of the two strings together, and that what we call a unison bend. Then we're going to play the first finger on the second string, and then the thinnest string after that. Now I always used to play this, and then just hit those two both together, which a lot of people will do that. And it's just a cycle of those three notes, but to be more accurate, it's 2, then 1. 2 and 3 together, then 2, 1. That's our 1, 2, 3. They're the three notes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Together, 2, 3. That happens 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we finish it with the third and little finger, or just the third finger, hitting the 7th fret on string 2 and 3. They're the notes. We bend them down initially, unbend, and then bend back down again. So a lot of phrasing in just kind of one pick there, or one fretted note. Okay, so pick them, immediately bend down and bend back, and then gradually bend right down then to the highest note that you've gone to. Kind of like that. So in total, the first part. And then we have first finger, 7th fret of the third string, going to the 7th fret, string 4. Then we do a little rolling technique where we flatten off the third finger. We pick this note on string 4, flatten the finger off, and we can play the note straight after it. That way we can pick the note, but only get one note ringing out at a time with the same finger. And we have first finger, third, rolling technique, those 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. More on these techniques like the unison bend and rolling technique and hammer-ons and flick-offs are coming in my lead guitar course, coming around November of 2017. So far we have the first half of the solo done. Here it is. Okay, and then we change position. Now I get asked about this a lot. We're currently in the A minor pentatonic position, and we're going to move down 3 frets. 1, 2, 3. So we're kind of in F sharp minor, if you think about it from a minor pentatonic, but we're now in the A major pentatonic. This is the best solo to learn how to mix minor and major pentatonic, because after that section, we then do this. All of that section is essentially major pentatonic based. We start off with a bend down at 3rd finger, 4th fret, 4th string. You can support it with the middle finger if you want. Unbend. 1st finger at 2nd fret of that same string. Bending down the middle finger on the fourth on the fifth string to the open string. Really cool little bluesy move. And then we go to the octave at the second fret. There, let me show you with the pick together. Okay. Then we're going to do a really tough bend, and you need to support it. I would support this with all three of the first three fingers, okay? We're going to bend the fourth fret of the third string up. Whole tone. So it needs to get right up there. So that we're bending in tune. And then, this is tough, the little finger holds down the thinnest two strings at 5th fret, and it picks the thinnest string, and then the second string, and that all happens while doing the bend. And that is tough. Takes a lot of hand strength to be able to do that. Not necessarily strength as in, big muscles on my arm or anything. It takes strength in the smaller muscles of your hand. Work up to this one with these sorts of techniques first. Get this one totally down before you go for bending it up. Little finger. And that bend should really stay up. And if you really want to nail those sorts of bends, you might want to consider thinner strings than the gauge 10s that may be on your guitar at the moment. You may want to put 9s or even 8s on it if you're doing those sorts of bends. And then we have this little note here. Just a little bend up. Third finger, 4th fret, 4th string. And then we kind of move position. So let's have a little recap over that second half. This is after we go just that one little note there. Then we're on to the next section, kind of the final quarter of this solo, and we pick first finger at 2nd string, 5th fret, and then 2nd and 3rd string together. Slightly bent to get them higher in pitch. You can drag them down if you preferred. And then 7th fret of the 4th string, 5th fret of the same string. That in total. And then a little A minor arpeggio, really. Yes, all those notes are part of the A minor pentatonic scale, but they're also just part of an A minor bar chord, really. On the record, on the original recording, this one, it could be the open string. But that played on its own, just kind of out of context, it sounds pretty bad. So I would go for... That sounds more like what he's done live from the live videos that I have watched. And then we need a slide from 5th fret on the 2nd string all the way up to 10th fret on the 2nd string. And we could also, like he does live, do a unison bend there as well. Exact same move as we started with, but first finger at 10th fret, 3rd finger at 12th fret, and give it a bend. So that that final quarter in total would be... Yeah, all that kind of good stuff. Okie dokie, I think we're ready. Let's do a recap of all that second half first, because that's where all the tasty stuff is, I think. That's where all the tougher stuff that you might not have quite grasped yet if you've had a few tabs or a few videos. Let's have a look from here. This would be after. We're going to go drag down. Tough bend, supported with the first 3 fingers. Little finger. A little bend down. Single note pair. And let's have a recap of the full thing. This would be after. And here we go. 2, 3, 4. One more time, a bit more up to speed. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. That's how to play the solo of Highway to Hell. Check out my other AC/DC tutorials on the screen now, and check out these easy guitar solos as well. They're really useful.